Good afternoon. Welcome to Drama Club. Today I have fall / Halloween / October poems and short stories for us to read.
The hollow wind. The hollow wind runs through the fields. It bends the corn and strips the yields. It knows the names we've long forgot and haunts the house we said was not. It knocks in threes upon the pane. It whistles secrets through the rain. But hush, don't answer when it calls, for some things live in empty halls.
Jack-o'-lanterns warming, spooky and rhyme. Beware the grin that guards the door, with candle heart and tooth-through roar. He watches close on Hallows Eve, and laughs at those who dare not leave. His hollow eyes have seen the dead, the ghosts that swirl above your bed. So tread with care and hold your light, for Jack-o'-lantern owns the night.
Very nice.
Pumpkin patch. 1,000 pumpkins, round and bright, beneath the sky's October light, with twisty vines and yellow blooms and scarecrows guarding harvest rooms. We wander rows with chilly cheeks and hunt for stems with crooked peaks. A jack-o'-lantern waits inside, a grin too wide to ever hide.
Cute.
This October, gentle and autumnal, crisp leaves crumble under feet. The air is sharp, the scent is sweet. A scarf wrapped tight, the colors flame. The woods are never twice the same. The squirrels dart with frantic cheer. The fog arrives, then disappears. October walks are quiet spells. They whisper things that no one tells.
Very nice.
Tonight, the masks are not just worn. They live, they laugh, they stretch, they yawn. With velvet lips and painted eyes, they blur the truth, they sharpen lies. The balloon spins, the candles gleam, a waltz begins, a walking dream. But when the music fades away, some guests were never meant to stay. Here we go, walking down the trail. It's amazing looking at the full moon. I'm just kidding. I was gonna keep going and going and going. So, I guess I did it.
Very good.
Thank you.
The community center organized a hayride through the old orchard each October, a favorite autumn tradition. But one evening, the driver missed a turn and the group found themselves in a version of town from the 1960s. Old friends waved from porches, vintage cars rolled by, and music from an old radio filled the air. For one magical ride, they stepped back in time, reliving youthful autumn days. When the hayride returned to the present, no one spoke, each heart full of nostalgia and the secret knowledge that sometimes the past is never truly gone.
Aw, that was cute.
At night, the moon forgot to rise. One October night, the moon simply didn't show. Not a silver, not a glow, just pure darkness. The town was airy, quiet. Dogs howled, clocks stopped ticking, and the air was thick with anticipation. At dawn, pumpkins all over town were cracked open, revealing glowing pearls of light inside. The townsfolk gathered lightning, pearls like lanterns, their faces soft with wonder. They whispered thanks to the dark night for had given them a gift, a light from within, a reminder that even when the moon forgets, hope still shines.
Very nice. That was good.
the ghost of the bake-off. Every October, the church held the pie contest. And Agnes always won, much to everyone's awe and envy. After she passed away, others tried to bake her crown, but their pies mysteriously burned or vanished from the ovens. One brave contestant decided to bake Agnes's old recipe, placing her photograph beside the pie as a tribute. To everyone's amazement, that pie won the contest. From then on, the ovens in the church kitchen never failed, and some say Agnes's spirit still stirs the batter every October, helping the next generation bake their best. Can I tell you a story?
Yeah, that was good.
When we lived in Charleston, South Carolina, it started snowing, and it was in October, and it was the first snow, and I had never driven in snow.
Really?
So my husband said, call me, because I work 3 to 11.
Mm-hmm.
When you get off at 11, and I'll come get you. Well, I called him, and I said, are you gonna come get me? And he said, are you kidding? He said, do you know how much trouble that'll be for me?
Oh my God.
And I said, well, wait a minute. You know, I've never driven in the snow. So when I got out to my car, snow was up above my tires.
Oh boy.
You couldn't open the door without snow coming in. And so the security guard said, Lee, I'll follow you home.
Oh, that's
And,
nice.
and he did.
Aw.
So I made it home all right.
That's good. That's crazy. Fall and snowing October in Charleston.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is about Eddie. I'm not sure I like this guy. He warned the whole town about somebody coming and putting 3 knocks on your door in October at nighttime. And he says, if you hear them, don't answer. He said this with his voice low and very serious. So, one chilly night, Eddie heard 3 sharp knocks on his door. He thought, it's a prank. So chuckling, he opened it. But the porch was empty. He went back to bed. Next morning, got up, his slippers were filled with acorns and a small note that read, see you next October. So year after year, Eddie left his door unlocked, never told anything to anyone anymore, waiting for the knocks to come again, and no one ever appeared.
Jack's last prank. Jack was the life of every Halloween in Maplewood, known for his clever pranks. Rubber spiders in the candy bowls, fake coffins popping open, airy sounds from hidden speakers. He kept the town on its toes every October. But his final prank was the best of all. After he passed away that summer, his friends decided to gather at his old cabin for one last Halloween night. At midnight, the lights suddenly cut out and soft music started playing from nowhere. Then Jack unmistakably voice echoed through the room, got you one more time. Everyone froze, eyes wide. The urn on the mantel, carefully placed by the fireplace, tipped over as if nodding in approval. The room filled with laughter, Jack's laughter, fading into the autumn night. His friends never doubted that Jack was still watching, still playing his final trick on them.
I liked it.
Like it.
Very nice.
The Friday night bingo crowd in the community center decided to do something different for Halloween. They'd have a seance, just for fun. But Ruth, the group's most serious player, set up the candles and the circle while Stan joked about calling up bingo spirits. As they began, the lights flickered and a sudden chill swept through the room. "Is there a spirit among us?" Ruth asked, her voice trembling slightly. Suddenly the bingo balls flew from the cage and clattered onto the floor, spelling B-O-O. Everyone laughed nervously, but the temperature dropped even more. Suddenly, the oldest rocking chair in the corner started moving, rocking back and forth on its own. Stan's grin faded. "Okay," he said, "this has gone far enough." That night, the haunted rocking chair was carefully locked away in the community lounge. But sometimes, on quiet evenings, the creaking returns and the chair gently rocks as if it's waiting for the next player.
Oh.
nice. I like that. Every Halloween, a small boy dressed as a scarecrow showed up at Linda's doorstep. He was polite, quiet, but he never seemed to grow older. One year, as Linda handed him a candy bar, he looked up and said softly, "You used to give out peanut butter cups, didn't you?" "You stopped in 1987. Linda dropped the candy box. Her husband had passed away that Halloween night in 1987, and she hadn't thought about peanut butter cups in decades. The boy smiled sadly. "I miss him, too." Before she could respond, he was gone. He disappeared into the autumn mist. Some say that he's the spirit of a lost child, keeping watch on the town's memories every October.